Now we also have another person who's been on this show since the beginning, since way back. He put us on to many things in the comic book world. Shawn, Allyene, Pyroglyphics, all that good stuff, man. Tell us about what's new this year for you guys.
We're excited. We teamed up with blacksci-fi.com, and we got an anthology we got coming out. It's called The Scribes of Neoda. What it is a compilation of stories from various Nubian creators. The book features short stories, poems, illustrations. We just wanted the creators to just be as free as they wanted to be, and put something together for us to look back on and say, listen, we can do this. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't have to wait for other people to do it anymore.
It's a whole bunch of things happening, a whole bunch of vendors doing some real great work and stuff. We have this crew right here. We're gonna talk to them and see what they're all about real quick. They're making things happen too. Look, they're getting some work in right now.
My name is Jamal Igle. I am the illustrator. I'm the illustrator of Black. I'm here with Kwanza Osajyefo, who is the writer and co-creator, and Tim Smith III, who is also the co-creator and designer. And Black is a series about a world where only black people have superpowers. There's a massive conspiracy behind it, governmental and business forces involved, going back hundreds and hundreds of years.
Each one of the covers kind of follow a theme throughout each chapter. The first one was definitely about like the catalyst in it, which was police brutality and racial profiling. The second one was about like historic violence against blacks, and the third one sort of follows the theme of like labels and how they're used to like essentially like, you know, paint black people as a certain thing, whether it's a slave, Negro, colored, or thug, but they're all really just kind of like subtext for, you know, pejoratives against black people. And then our fourth cover that's coming out on February 8th. So this one's about systematic oppression and, you know, just going through the struggle of all the different levels of how that operates in the United States.
The Black Comic Festival has officially begun when the Cayne comes walking through, as I call him, dog in the spot. But it's the 5th annual. It's Friday. The madness is usually on Saturday, but we're starting a little bit early. Where else can you see beautiful black people drawing beautiful black people but at the Schomburg? This is from my series, Make America Fly Again, where I just took quotes from any hip-hop artist who mentioned about being president. In the great world of Donald Trump, where he said, make America great again, my whole thing was make America fly again. So you got, I voted for Shirley Chisholm. I have another version where it says, Trump is the prez, but, and that one. And of course, Eric B. for president. So all these were out last year during the election, but I still kept them running.
And we have another great right here representing. Always wild and crazy.
How you doing, everybody? Here we're working out for both myself and a magazine called Space Boy Network, done by Armin Colvin. That will also be featuring another book that's coming out. I don't know if I got it right out here, but it's called Afrobatics. It's all hip hop culture, and a thing called the Afro Punks that's coming out from BKBS, which is Baby Needs the Battlesons. That's my partner, and doing it. This is with Black Power, which is kind of Muhammad Ali turned superhero in another universe, and that's obviously Angela Davis, who went socialist and went on in this all the kind of to the left thing. I'm doing that with him, Ray Felix, with another company called Giant Star. I'm doing a thing called Brother Panda, which is kind of like he's black, he's white, he's Asian, he's a panda. Shaft meets Clint Eastwood, and or better yet, Hanna-Barbera meets Frank Miller, for all you guys who are into comics. Hard-hitting, gritty, yet cartoony and cute, all at the same time.
The other thing that we're working on with Black Sci-Fi, we're working on the 4th period. So this is some of the character designs. This is Jamal and Eclipse. Basically, in a nutshell, what it is, we call it like a more mature Pokemon, so to speak. But these kids are going to be able to generate these avatars, and they're going to get trained at this in this special class on how to utilize their avatars and how to maximize their powers.
A couple of tribe odes. Your on point tip, all the time, Fife. Actually, Fife's favorite last word. I got to hear that from him before he passed. Hip hop greeting cards, my twist on the black exploitation movies of the 70s, something I'm working on. This is Fred Williamson as Falcon, Jim Kelly as Panther, Jim Brown as Cage, and a more detailed Jim Brown would be right here. So,
for myself, like I said, I'm doing Afro-Punks. I'm doing this feature for Space Boy called Marcus Arena. Marcus Arena is kind of like Spartacus in space. In a Pan-African American satellite, they create these clones who they make fight each other and over the stock and the product that has to do with genetic engineering. There's a little shot of the Afro-Punks in there.
Pyroglyphics Studio. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pyroglyphics Studio, Pyroglyphics1, and then blackscifight.com. That's where you can find and blackscifight.com too. What that is too is like an entertainment hub. So you could go there for like all news, black sci-fi related, black comic book related. So there's articles, there's videos, all kind of good stuff on there too.
I'll be doing my first 3 covers for Marvel this year.
And you also did the flyer for the RapperCon that happened earlier this year, and it came out beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Awesome work, sir.
Yeah, I got the shout from the check man to do the flyers. Definitely had fun doing it. Something came up, and of course I couldn't make it, so I was pissed. But it was definitely a good event.
This was the start of the Afro-Punks, actually. It was kind of like a Scooby-Doo, but it's Snoop Dogg, which is like a black version. They went from there to something way out to the left. Nice. You know, for those who want to enjoy that left turn. You know, so my origins are from basic comic and from a standard comic convention, and now I'm looking to walk completely out of that into something else. You know, Afro-Punks.
I forgot to ask. You know, on this site we cover a lot of BMX, bike riding and stuff like that. And do you ever do any like bike art, like some hip hop bicycle art drawings?
If it made sense, and I got schooled by you on who's who and the exacts, because I don't want to draw nothing that I don't really know. But it would make sense. I could definitely see doing a drawing of you floating up in the air with the bike underneath you, that kind of thing. Yeah, so as long as it makes sense, definitely could do it.
All right. So I'm gonna have to send you some photos and see what your interpretation could be of that. We gotta get that popping ASAP. Check him out. Always doing his thing, representing Philly all day.
Yeah, and
Barbados too.
I wanna start bringing the Caribbean community together a little bit more. So we're gonna be doing some projects in the future with some Caribbean artists too, man. So look out for that.
My name is Paris Cullins, and you can see me at Baby Needs and Battle Sins or at ParisCullins.com. ParisCullinsStudios.com. There it is.
A veteran in the game, been doing it for years, and he's been on the show plenty of times too. Look at all that. All kind of stuff right there. Word.
AndreLeroyDavis.com is the website. You can go to my Etsy shop, which is for hip hop heads, Andre Leroy Davis. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, AL Dre Day, though I don't tweet, but you'll find me mostly on Instagram.
The great Andre Leroy Davis, Source Magazine, hip-hop legend right there. Hip-hop legend right there, for real.
My name is Jamal Igle.
My name is Kwanza Osajyefo,
I'm Tim Smith 3.
and we're at sugarcane.com. Back to you, Billy.